The Armed Forces of the Philippines is prepared to execute evacuation operation should there be a need for that.
Napatay po sila doon sa habang po umaatake po ang terorista sa kanilang communities po.
We will be sending 2 aircrafts, C-130 aircrafts and 1 C-295. And we have already identified the Adana Sakirpasa Airport, Turkey as the temporary safe haven.
Pagbukas po ng pinto, niratrat po yung mag-amo, yung caregiver at saka yung kanyang amo.
11. The Philippine Embassy in Israel continues to coordinate with Israeli authorities and local contacts to ensure that all Filipinos are safe and accounted for amid the conflict there. In keeping with President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s directive for an all-of-government approach, we are getting an update on the situation today from multiple agencies.
Good afternoon. I am here to assure everybody that with the guidance of our President, His Excellency President Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos Jr., the Armed Forces of the Philippines is prepared to execute evacuation operation should there be a need for that. And we already came up with a plan on how to do it, and this will be a whole of nation approach because what is important for us is the safety of our countrymen there in the conflict area. Show the slide, please, because we have a plan here. Okay. We have identified first the temporary safe haven where we can bring our countrymen should there be an escalation of hostility. Aside from that, we also identified airport of embarkation, 2 airports where we can consolidate those who will be evacuated. And there will that will be now the mode of transport. We will be using at least 2 C-130 and 1 C-295 should this plan be executed. We will be traveling, we will be sending 2 aircrafts, C-130 aircrafts and 1 C-295. And we have already identified the Adana Sakirpasa Airport, Turkey as the temporary safe haven. From there, we will be shuttling Filipinos who are affected by the conflict with the identification of Haifa Airport and the Tel Aviv Airport in the Ben Gurion Airport. But all of this will only be executed based on the recommendation or instruction coming from other government authorities.
Basta kayo po naka-ready lang.
Yes, we are ready because that is the primary concern of our President.
Okay.
As earlier announced by Secretary Manalo this morning, 2 of our kababayan are killed following the violent attacks of Hamas in southern Israel. These have been confirmed by Israeli authorities. Last night, in the most difficult phone call in my career, I spoke to the wife of one of the victims to inform her of this sad news and to convey our sympathies. I promised her that the embassy will provide all the necessary assistance she needs. The President will also speak to her today to convey his personal condolences and offer additional assistance. The embassy will not disclose the identities of the deceased in line with the family's request for privacy at this very difficult time. May the memory of our kababayan be a blessing. We continue to work closely with Israeli authorities and local contacts to find the 3 Filipinos who are still missing. Despite sporadic rocket attacks and the distressing images you see in the news and on social media, these depict only certain areas in Israel, particularly areas surrounding the Gaza Strip. The Israeli military has retaken control of the communities infiltrated by Hamas militants. Rocket attacks have considerably lessened, except in southern Israel. People can move freely in areas far from the combat zone, and we have returned to work here at the embassy since Sunday. As much as we would like to immediately extend assistance to our kababayan in conflict areas, the embassy must adhere to the strict travel restrictions enforced by Israeli authorities in these areas. However, the Israeli government assures us that during emergency situations, Israeli security authorities and the Home Front Command have established protocols for evacuating anyone who is in Israel, regardless of nationality and status. The embassy thus takes this opportunity to express its gratitude to Israel for ensuring the safety of Filipinos, especially the Israeli security forces who rescued our nationals and continue to risk their lives in finding the last missing Filipinos. We also thank the Israeli emergency and medical personnel who took care of our injured kababayan, as well as the kibbutzim who included our nationals in their evacuation operations.
Thanks, ma'am, but napatay po sila doon sa habang po umaatake po ang terorista sa kanilang communities po.
Sa Gaza po ba yon? Sa Gaza po ba sila
Dito po sa hindi po sa kibbutz po. Kibbutz community ng Israel.
Border ng Gaza.
Yung isa po ay habang pinepuwersa ng militante, mga terorista yung kanilang pinto. Pagbukas po ng pinto, niratrat po yung mag-amo, yung caregiver at saka yung kanyang amo. Yung isa po ay pinatay pero hindi po namin alam kung anong circumstance. Pero isa po siya dun sa mga natangay ng Hamas sa kasagsagan po ng pananalasa ng mga terorista.
Go ahead, sir.
Yung mga hostages dinadala sa Gaza para maging human shields. May tanong kanina about kung saan yung attacks mo sa Gaza. Let's remember, the Hamas came from Gaza, pumasok sa southern Israel at commit ng acts of terror and violence. Dahil doon yung first day, maraming namatay kasi either tinamaan yung ng rockets, ng ganon, or pinagbabarel. Yun ang most likely nangyari sa isa. Hindi siya kinuwang hostage na dinala sa Gaza as binaril doon. Yun ang most likely nangyari po. But out of respect to the wishes of the family, as the ambassadors indicated, we're not going to give details. Perhaps the president will speak about it, but not for now, no po. We're not going to give more details on that other than namatay sila on Saturday.
Okay.
Just give po a recap of the figures as of this morning, early morning. Okay, so of the 32 that was reported missing to us, to the embassy, there are 2 confirmed deaths. And so 1 reported death, but this is subject to confirmation by DNA evidence. And then there are still 3 missing. And 26 have been rescued so far. So na-update po yung figures, na-increase po yung amount na rescued. Thank you.
Yung injured po, sorry.
We're still connected.
Yeah.
There is 1 injured person.
One
and
injured.
recovering po siya ngayon at the hospital. So he's doing well. He underwent surgery and he's fine.
As of yesterday po, 2 injured. Can we have a clarification on the numbers of the injured?
1
Isa lang po
One.
talaga?
From 2.
1 injured.
Initially, there were 2 who were brought to hospital. One of smoke inhalation, the other one of a gunshot wound. Yung pong dinala because of smoke inhalation na i-discharge na po. So, isa na lamang po ang nasa ospital ngayon.
Thank you, sirs.
Thank you.
We'll just give a profile of the 2. Okay, so without disclosing any names. Okay, so the female is 33 years old and 6 years working here in Israel. And she's from Pangasinan. And she's newly married. But the husband is in the Philippines. And the other one is male. He's 42 years old. He comes from Pampanga. And he's married. So that's what we'll disclose for now. Thank you.
Yes, the assurance that the embassy is not just in Tel Aviv, but also in Amman, which handles Palestine, and Cairo, are doing all they can. And it's a whole of government approach, the DMW, the OWA, we heard the AFP and DND, and other agencies are in on this, all in compliance with instructions of the President. We hope for peace to eventually return to the region.